So what's going on, everyone? So I'm not gonna do too much as far as you seeing my face because we're just really gonna focus on the thumbnail and creating a thumbnail. So this one, last one, I was a bit more fast with it. This one, I'm gonna try taking my time. You see what I do. I'll probably be doing hopefully a lot more with this. I hope. Just trying some things out. Give you guys an idea. I'm using Pixelmator. It's on Mac. I don't think it's on Windows. But let's get started. So one of the things I've been doing lately with this, or with like a lot of our thumbnails, I've been like blurring the background out, just because it looks a lot more cleaner. You see like your focus, and essentially the way I'm doing this, let me show you guys. I'm using this tool right here. Oh, pulls up the name here. Yep, the paint selection tool. So I highlight, like I just go ahead. It highlights anything that isn't Lauren in this picture. Even if it gets like you see it clip some of her hair right there, that's fine. I normally go back in and just edit it and take out anything that it shouldn't have in here. So you see it's like the paintbrush. It took all of her. I don't want that. Sometimes it gets tricky when it does that. I mean, there's easier ways to it. Sometimes I'll just do this. I'll highlight over here because this is a little secluded area as well. Kind of get as best as I can up close. Oh, look at that. You want to make sure you're on that layer so it selects it. But just copy it. We got that one. Okay, and then highlight over here. Grab what you can from this side. Okay. I know I already touched on this, but I'm like, why not? Copy it. Take Lauren out of the picture. It gives you a good idea of what is her. So you see that outline, that's all her. I take all these layers here. Keep it simple. Don't make it complex on yourself. And just merge them all. Put them all into one. It makes it super easier to handle after, so you can go ahead and blur them. Then I'm just erasing like little parts of her head here for the hair. Try to get it somewhat accurate. I mean, the best I can. Can't be too perfect when it comes to like little hair strands, but trying to do something. Okay, so after doing that, I get my blur tool right here. You see it right here. So go ahead, blur it out. You see it already, like it blurs out the whole background. The way I did this before was a lot more complex, and I didn't like how I did it because it didn't look as great. But this way, I feel like it's a lot better. Put as many coats as you feel comfortable with. I normally do it maybe 2-3 times with coating on it. And so you see that. So right now she stands out. You can see. Let me show you guys. Like right around here, where it shows a bit blurry. Because you put a certain amount of coating, it may do that. And if you want to, you can just just go over the thumbs a little bit, clean that up, feel comfortable. I mean, you don't have to. This is just taking it an extra step. So you see that, like clearing that off. Yeah, it's just taking it an extra step. Still keeping it detailed. You see some of these things right here. Like you can tell what's extra on this. So normally I just go through, clear it up. Like over here, it looks like this on here. Try clearing that up as clean as possible. Now with this, I always want to make the image stand out, so I get the sharpening tool. Go ahead and I just do a clear shine over her, and you see that pop. Like, look at that. I'm gonna play it back. You see that? So you see how it's unsharpened, whatever. First, her face. Look at that. And like the sharpening tool, it makes her pop, and like I love it. So that looks perfect. Then what I normally do to add some color, this is gonna be a thumbnail. So it's like I wanna add some color, I wanna make it look enticing. I'll just add the sponge tool, and essentially a sponge tool, at least in my opinion, gives it a bit more lighting. I feel like I don't know. It just looks better when you have the sponge tool with the sharpening tool, because it just looks a lot more like brighter and lively, and like it pops, at least in my opinion. So that's why I tossed that on here. Coat her with that. And then Lauren, she really likes having thumbnails. Not thumbnails, I'm sorry. She really likes having, borders around her images. So it's like, okay, that sounds like a plan. Normally, I'll go ahead and hook her up with with the border. Create something super simple. Like right here. Ah, damn. Excuse me, guys. So, can't see it there, but there's the border there, and then I beef this border up, like, let's say 15. And it's a bit tricky for you to tell the color on this, so let me see. We're gonna make this a color that's gonna stand out. And, sometimes what I do with this, I take colors that she has on her, like, that she's using, and I just use those. I just take whatever color is dominant on her thumbnail and just use that. This needs to be bigger. Let's bump this to 30. So there's that part. And simple, copy, paste, drag all the way up here, do this border. The border part, I try to get it as even as I can, but it's not always guaranteed. Okay, same thing, copy it. I transform so I can flip it like this. Then I can push out. Always when I do this part is where it's like it gets uneven, and it's like, goddamn, see, it gets so uneven. But it's like, try to do it the best you can. Like, don't stress over it. I'm like tweaking it slightly, and it's like, yeah, you see like these things right here. Not much you can really do about it. So it's like, whatever. I'm fine with it. It's not that big of a deal. Maybe if I do this, it still doesn't get rid of it. But it's whatever. That really isn't a big deal for me. So we got the border that she's going to be having. We got the image set up for a thumbnail. And now, what I like to do next, guys. Normally, if she wants to normally have titles for her things. She didn't give me a title for this yet. So we're just going to call this, what the palette or concealer or whatever the makeup product is she has in her hand. We're just going to call this Too Faced. And whatever. Yeah, that happens occasionally, but it's fine. It just doesn't when you're doing that. Yeah, we're just going to call this Too Faced. Put down thing there. Now I have a couple fonts. I always say I want more fonts, and because this looks like a more cursive-y thing, I always try to flow with what her like whatever she has something similar to. So it's like, I'll go with this. We'll pick this color scheme here, and let's see if we can find a cool pink. Yeah, that rocks with it. Just something that flows with her video still keeping it relative to what we're doing. I don't want to keep it like, she has pink and light orange and stuff like that. I don't want to go too crazy with it. So just throwing some things out here. Throwing out the shadows, so you see the shadow right there, blurring it a bit because it looks a lot more cleaner. Turn it up more so it is a lot more brighter there. And normally, sometimes I add the inner shadow just because it looks like it gives it that pop. Because it's like, I'm all looking for that pop in color. Really is when I do the inner shadow. So I may, turn that up a bit and bring that down. For the inner shadows, sometimes it varies. So I may turn that down because I don't want too much. But, still is apparent in this image here. For the font, no, guys, I'm messing up. Alright, now for this, we're just gonna call it Too Faced. I know the title's gonna change once Lauren tells me what it is. I'm gonna just call it something simple. So we have that. What I sometimes like doing also, guys, check this out. Ugh, I didn't really want to do that. I like taking whatever she has, like these little images here, this right here, you know, just taking it, getting her out of this because I don't need her right now, and getting a sponge, an eraser, and I just erase like her thumbs because I don't need that. I just need the main item that I'm trying to work with. You know, she can come back in now. And then just this main tool, like what I use this for, I love adding like little, like strokes, just something cool. So it lightens it up. I'll just take the color I used for this one here. You know, we'll just add something simple. Oh, it's making it, yeah, right there. And let's say you want to make it outside. So this is, yeah, the color is giving it is iffy because it's giving it a hard time. There we go. That makes it pop, adding a shadow towards it. So there we go. Turn up the boldness on that, and you see like I missed the spot when it came to taking this off. So you just, you know, simply do that. Makes it stand out a bit more. You know, just gives it that extra thing, which I'm gonna do to both these right here. And now with this, guys, I like to spice it up with one more thing. And you know, I hate having like empty spaces, so I'm gonna find a quick emoji just for this part. Alright, and so I have my emoji girl right here. She's super small, so let's make her a bit bigger so she stands out. So I got her here, and then, you know, just transforming it. I like to tweak it a little bit, make her slant to the side. You know, just giving it something. And with this, do we want to do anything extra with this, guys? It always comes iffy when it comes to these emojis. It's like I don't really want to do too much. They're already fine. Yeah, I mean that's fine. We'll just add a simple coat there. Actually, we'll make the colors match to go with this one here, just so it flows, still keeping the same color flow. You know, I like, you know, making sure everything stays the same, nothing like that changes. I still like adding the shadows to it, you know, just little things like that, just tweaking it a bit more. You know, adding this a bit more on here, just so it comes out more. Yeah, that's essentially it. When it comes to creating Lauren's thumbnails, it's just giving it a bit more flavor, tweaking it, and that's, you know, essentially what we came down to, guys. We created the border, gave it a blurred background so she stands out of that. You know, if I'm not feeling these, I can easily just be like drop. So it's like, that's not important, keep it simple. But just to give it some flair and give it some focus, highlight those items. You know, put the different emojis so it's not some just blank space. Give it a title because Lauren likes to have that, and you know, give it some borders here so it's a lot more fitting. Overall, it's a very simple thumbnail that I created. Hopefully, doing some of these steps and giving you guys an idea of how I work with thumbnails. You know, you guys have some idea on how this goes. If you have anything specific that you want me to kind of focus on, because these are a lot more controlled environments. So it's like, I've been doing this for over a year now when it comes to Lauren's thumbnails, so I'm just doing what I do. But if you guys want to see something specific or want to see me, you know, edit this, tweak this, or whatever, I mean, I just do everything pretty simply, and I know what I'm doing when it comes to these. But if you have any ideas or want me to do something in a tutorial video, I'm down for it. But definitely tell me your thoughts on it. I'm down to keep making these as long as, you know, you guys like it. Simple video, simple video. So thank you guys for watching. Definitely enjoying today's vlog and my little portion of this, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, peace.